Y'all know what it is. Katy Perry, Juicy J.
So we're here today to talk about how mobile broke your marketing tool and how to capture that audience across many devices. Now, Amy here has broken the marketing tool once before. Did you know that? She worked for IDG, and IDG runs Macworld and Computer World, and she brought programmatic to that publisher. So you've been part of this ever-changing world of advertising and digital advertising. So let's talk about how mobile is affecting the world. So consumer behavior has changed a great deal. Can you talk about some of that and how Liverail and Facebook is really capturing this?
Yeah, so I think working with a lot of the agencies in the room and advertisers, we are continually talking about this shift to mobile. And I think as users, it's a little bit different. We've already made this shift to mobile, and we're doing it. Adults have an average of 3 devices that they use per day. And so as we get into it, just really want to ask the audience, how many people looked at their smartphone at least twice by 9 a.m. this morning?
Okay, everyone's hand should go up. I know that.
And now, how many of the people who had their hands raised 3 times before 9 a.m.? And how many of you have been on a desktop? And I see some people right now. And so what we see as Facebook is advertisers and agencies don't have the tools to have the most relevant experiences with almost everybody in this room as of today with how you guys are using devices.
So mobile being big, I read recently that 53% of all mobile usage, 53% of the time spent is watching video.
Yeah, and it's growing. So we think by about 2018, it's going to get to about 69%. So over 2/3 of the time spent on mobile is going to be in video, and we focus on video specifically at Liverail.
So how can brand advertisers and their agencies do a better job at buying video?
It's really interesting, right? As we became part of Facebook, we went and we talked to agencies and advertisers and really asked them a little bit about their campaigns. And we're unique because we have a very strong partnership with Nielsen. And so what we learned is when advertisers and agencies are buying on just age or gender, the average on-target percentage is about 70%. And that's not bad. But when you get into more complex things like age and gender, let's say we're trying to reach millennial females, 18 to 34, the average on-target percentage is 31%, which means that 2/3 of your budget is absolutely wasted. You have a better chance of flipping a coin every time you see an impression to know that you're hitting the right audience. And this means a ton of waste. But what we see is that advertisers just don't have the right tools to be able to fix this.
So how's Liverail and Facebook really addressing these trends?
Yeah, so agencies, advertisers, you guys have asked. And what we are doing is we're taking the amazing power of people-based marketing that you know and love from working with Facebook, and we're taking it outside those walls. And we are just starting to test out people-based marketing across Liverail's video inventory. And it's been really exciting out of the gates. We announced at Ad Week that we worked with Dunn, trying to reach females 25 to 54. And we had an average of an 89% on-target percentage, meaning that those dollars aren't wasted reaching the wrong audiences. You can have the right relevant ads in front of the right people.
And so you brought up people-based marketing. Is that the same across the board? Or?
Well, as Facebook and as we get our ad tech stack together, we introduced the concept of people-based marketing about a year ago, and it's taken off. We see it everywhere, but no, it really isn't the same. We feel at Facebook that we are very uniquely positioned. 1.5 billion people come and visit Facebook monthly. 1 billion visit every day, which means we have this persistent, scalable knowledge of real people. And people have really unique interactions with Facebook, so we feel that we're in a position to bring people-based marketing to agencies and advertisers so that they can have the right interactions with those real people, no matter where they are.
So where's the future?
I think the future is really interesting. We're talking about 3 devices per person today, but we really see a future where this accelerates. And it won't just be 3. It's not going to be just a smartphone or a tablet or a desktop computer. We're going to have 8 to 12 different devices on average per person. And I bet even more because we're all, gadget junkies in this room. And that means it's going to just get harder and harder to reach people with relevant ads. And with that, we think people-based marketing really is the future. And we think that as Facebook, we're building out tools not just to answer the questions that everybody has today, but really we want to build out tools for the future. We're looking 20 years out, not just at what's bothering you right now.
Okay, great. And Dannon, can you go back to Dannon and share some more successes there?
It was really exciting. The moment we were able to start partnering closer with Facebook, we went out, and Dannon was a really big hand raiser for us. And for an advertiser that has such a unique demographic that they're trying to reach, it really, even though it's just age and gender, we know it's huge for them to be able to hit that right audience. So reaching females 25 to 54 with them and having an 89% on target rating, they said we knocked it out of the park. Actually, when we walked through the door, they said, hey, if you guys can get us from 50 to 60%, we would be thrilled. And so we were over the moon when we hit the 89%. And with early successes, we're hitting an average of 85 plus, and sometimes into even the 90s. So we're super excited about these early tests. And we know that age and gender really isn't the end all be all. I'm sure people in the crowd are saying, hey, we do a lot more complex targeting than that. But we really think some of these early results are a framework for even the more complex targeting that you're doing. If you're hitting 31% on age and gender, when we get into more complex data sets, what are we doing with accuracy there? And this is something that we're really looking to solve.
Great. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.